Hey guys, what's up? This is the Bull from the Bull's Garden. How you all doing today? All right, I'm gonna just take you for a little walk around my garden and show you what I'm up to today. But as I'm walking, I just want to point out some things there for you. So right there in those little dark spots that you see right there, I have three areas where I'm growing dark green zucchinis. Right underneath my Anna apple tree. So as I'm walking down, you all saw me the other day. I started putting up I put up my trellis there to espalier my Honeycrisp apple and my Gala apple. Now, taking a quick peek at the Honeycrisp apple, you can see now that he's growing, putting out some leaves there, and soon right from here, from one of these joints right there, I'll be able to get a branching out, and I'll be able to continue on down the wire that way. But moving along, right there in those white buckets that I have dug into the ground, I'm going to have some yellow squash, the crookneck squash. So those will be growing right out front there. Over here's my little Gala apple. She ain't doing much right now. She pretty soon you'll start seeing some of those nodes swelling up, and she'll be coming along. As I'm walking down, there's that comfrey that I received a gift from Miss Granny B last year when I lived at my other location. So I dug her out and I relocated her to her new home. All right. Next to that is our Royal Anne cherry tree. Now this cherry tree here, we decided to name Big Mama. And she was named after my wife's grandmother that just passed a few months ago. So Big Mama's gonna now continue feeding her babies. Love you, Big Mama. All right, moving on down here. That's a pomegranate. That's right there. About 8-9 feet over, there's another pomegranate. Both of these are wonderful pomegranates. All right, now we're making a turn. Oh, actually, let me come over here first and show you my little pawpaw tree. I got this little pawpaw tree. It was about 6 inches tall, and now she's about a good 3.5 feet tall. Now she's starting to leaf out. I relocated her as well from the other location. Now, right here in this section here, I have about 4 fig trees. Now these fig trees were given to me by my neighbor next door a few weeks ago. And I put them over here in this corner here by this tree here, and every last one of them is, leafing out now. This one right here is as tall as I am. Now that's a small branch that had broke off. I just stuck it right in the ground. Nothing, I didn't add nothing, I just stuck it right in the ground. And we'll see. I bet it will leaf out. Had no roots or nothing, just a broken branch, and we'll see what happens with that. But over here is another one. Now this one here is about 9 feet tall. Now you can see that she's also starting to break out with the leaves. Now this one's here, this branch over here, look at it, way up there. I'm gonna sooner or later, you know, once I have it in the ground for a year or so, I'll start pruning it and having it, you know, at arm's reach. As you've seen the other day, we have finished our trellis. No, sorry, not our trellis, but our netting to protect our raspberries and our blueberries. So now they're totally protected there, and I don't have to open it. Only next time I open that, and it'll be to harvest the blueberries and the raspberries, because I can water right through it. Over here we have a nectarine. This is the sun red nectarine. It was loaded with nectarines, but there was an early frost, you know, and I had lost most of them. But as you can see, I got one right there swelling up for me, and there's about a half a dozen on there. But you know, she gives me one. She gives me one. She doesn't, then you know, there's always next year, right? All right. Moving on over. Over here we have my pear tree that was loaded, just loaded with fruit. The deers came by and just demolished this tree here. I still have a few, but it was just loaded, and as you can see all the branches down there eating off and stuff like that. I got one right there swelling up for me, baby. Keep swelling up. So we'll see. You know, I mean, you know, you can't blame the deers. I'm gonna be starting to put up my fence within the next month. I'll start working on my fence, so you know, keep them out. All right, here's another fig tree that was given to me by my neighbor. I collected all these fig trees at the same time, and as you can see now, this fig tree was supposed to be a sucker. This sucker is like 10 feet tall, right? It is thick, right? Thick fig. All right. Over here, this is another nectarine that's nice and bushing out, looking all pretty. Now over here, you saw me a few days ago. I was working on the tomatoes over here, and I'm gonna also be branching out these tomatoes over here. I'm gonna run wires from pole to pole, and those tomatoes can grow up there. But let me just keep moving along, because this video was supposed to be about something else, but I decided to show you a little bit of the garden since it's coming out so pretty. The food forest, the Bowles Food Forest. And I've been working, you know, I've been working out there, like I said, you know, all that brush and all that stuff, that's gonna go right back into my soil. That's gonna be turned back into ash and biochar, and all that stuff will just go right back into the land. All right, and here I have a couple of small fig trees coming along, and as you can see right here, as I'm walking down the road to go into the food forest, right? Yeah, I can just be picking off figs as I walk on down. I have a wall of figs just working its way down. Right there, let's continue on here. We got the goji berry, and back there I have all kinds of stuff growing, but we'll get to that at another time. Well, let me just go back over here real quick, because this is one of the trees that I relocated for my other property as well. And look at this right here, right? This is a Hashiha persimmon, right? Now this baby right here, you know, she's just a little baby, man. My baby's having babies, man. My baby's just loaded with persimmons. You too young, baby. You too young to be having babies. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't have all these babies. Huh? How am I gonna help you carry all these babies? We're gonna have to foster out a whole bunch of these babies because I cannot deal with that. And look at that. They look so sweet, man. I just can't wait till several years down the line when they're big, when this persimmon tree is big and really just providing so much food for the family. All right, as you can see right there, I have that's more summer squash that's going to be growing in here in between all the trees. Over here we have a loquat. Now this loquat was, like I said, I told you some time ago, was so beautiful, but it got destroyed by the deers. And so I've been working with her, getting her back. So she's starting to flower back out. So, you know, as long as I have a stump, I can work with it, and we'll get this loquat tree back. You know, it'll grow really nice once the fence is up. Now over here we got the wire, right? The wires that I'm hooking up off the tree, as the grapes. Now this is a Concord grape. Go on, make some. Check out Lead Farmer 73 and look at some of his videos so I can start making some wine over here. But I gotta watch out with Uncle Pappy, man, because Uncle Pappy be laying out in the ground out here, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have this branch right here, right, going on that wire right over that way and over here. So it's this is a nice branch right there, nice Concord grape. So they're gonna be running the wire, and over here gonna come right over here to the other grape, and this is a green seedless sweet grape. So she'll be doing her thing. As soon as she starts growing, I can decide which vines I'm going to keep and which vines got to go. All right. So over here we have my two. These are the Cavendish bananas, but they're not doing much right now. They haven't come back up yet. So, and over here we have another pomegranate tree. Over here we have growing, this is the, it's a peach tree. That's that pine, snow pine peach. Let me look at the tag because I know I'm jacking up the name. This is the snow, yeah, that's a snow angel peach. I had to trim her down. I mean, I just clipped her almost in half because she was looking real sad. So now she's making a comeback. All right, so we got down over here, we got some more squash growing. Those are probably, man, I should have put some tags though. I know what they are. I just can't remember it, so I don't want to hold up the video. Another grape growing right there. We got the dwarf fig right there. And going that way is my garden for the vegetables and whatnot, but I'm not gonna be over there today. All right, now this is my dwarf plum tree. I still haven't figured out what kind she is. Nevertheless, we named this plum tree Mommy. This is Mommy after my mother. In Spanish, we call mom Mommy, so that's Mommy. Mommy has passed away a few years ago, so she's going to also continue feeding her children for many years to come. Love you, Mommy. She's looking all sweet as always. Over here in front of the Bulls garden, Dr. Ricky made this out of a piece of cement some time ago, so I relocated it over here, and right out in front of it you can see the small little plant. Those are goji berries. They're going to be growing up right there. All right, let me get to what I was really making the video about today, and it was about resources, using resources right from your place, from your property. So as you can see, those logs right there, I made a garden bed out of the logs right from the trees that we have fell. And so I cut them to size there a little bit, and I made a garden bed. Now this garden bed is going to be for sweet potatoes. Now I don't have the sweet potatoes ready to go in there. Matter of fact, I just bought the sweet potato earlier today, and I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm gonna get the sweet potato, putting out some slips, and we'll get them in there sooner or later. So I'm gonna build a trellis also there, made from bamboo, that I can harvest from this location that I have now. So we got the logs. We have wood chips, pile of wood chips over there that are right from the property itself. We have the compost that's made from the leaves from right here from the property. Also the biochar that I use from when I burn my wood, and also ash, and also food scraps like banana peels and all that, eggshells and all that good old stuff. And of course all the life that's in the soil, and that compost, with all the the worms and the web life of the soil that's in there. So I'm going to be using a lot of that, and to kind of fill this out here, and the wood and the sweet potatoes will be growing in that. All right, so that's the plan. I'm also going to pick a section out in the front here where I'm going to grow some ginger, and I also have a bag of ginger over there. I'm going to add some ginger there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that stuff planted, and well, I won't get the sweet potatoes planted, but matter of fact, let me take you over. I have my little sweet potato over here. Got my sweet little potato right here. She's not going to be inside the house in the window. She's actually going to sit right there where she is going to start putting out some slits. And then, when I have some, then I'll start planting them right there in the garden. So let me go ahead and get this stuff prepared, and I'll come back to you in a little bit. All right, so I have my ash there. So I have put some ash all over the place in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in there a little bit, and then I'm gonna dump the wood chips right on top. And then when time comes that I'm going to plant my sweet potatoes, I will add a little bit of some black cow on top of everything.